Hi cuties, let's get straight to it. The Game Awards today basically confirmed it's gonna be a Shadow of the Erdtree sweep during the program. Allow me to elaborate for those of you who are not aware. The Game Awards that are held every December by our boy Jeffrey Keighley have been going on for about a decade now. Rest in peace E3, by the way. And as long as it's been going on, we have never seen a DLC win Game of the Year. We've had dog shite games win like Overwatch, but yes, every year it's been actual full-length vidya games. But for the first time this year, it's been heavily talked about and debated if Shadow of the Erdtree should be considered as a Game of the Year candidate. Well, guess what, bitch? It is. Shadow of the Erdtree has been officially nominated as one of the 6 games up for the Game of the Year award. Next to Astrobot, Metaphor ReFantazio, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Balatro, and Black Myth Wukong. Now, other than Shadow of the Erdtree, this is a solid-ass list of nominees, and I wouldn't be mad at literally any of them winning besides, well, you know, the DLC. Don't get me wrong, Shadow of the Erdtree is amazing, y'all. It's super stuffed full with great content that extends the runtime of the game by another 50+ hours depending on how you approach it. But I don't know, y'all. This year just actually has a solid list of games that should win over this DLC. I mean, I'm personally rooting for either Astrobot or Balatro, but at the end of the day, I'm afraid we know what has the greatest chance of winning here. I haven't played Metaphor ReFantazio, even though I desperately want to. Tell me if it's worth it down below, by the way. But to think that we are living in a world where an Elden Ring DLC that is quite literally level-gated and cannot be bought as a separate standalone vidya game could be Game of the Year is mind-boggling to me. I don't know. Like I said, Shadow of the Erdtree was a fantastic DLC, and it really expanded upon the great formula the actual game set down. But that's exactly what it was, an expansion of a game that already won Game of the Year with a solid foundation set. I truly don't believe a DLC should be able to win Game of the Year unless it's a standalone release like Undead Nightmare or something like that. And I don't want to come off like a Karen all mad because a DLC has a chance of winning Game of the Year. And this isn't entirely unprecedented because I believe other publications gave Witcher 3's DLC Game of the Year, which I would also disagree with. But if the Game Awards want to be taken seriously, I feel like Jeffrey Keighley has got to set some better ground rules or something, y'all. What I really don't understand is the Game Awards just straight up not having a Best Expansion Pass category. Obviously, there aren't too many crazy DLC bangers on a year-to-year basis like this, but it would just make sense to have for certain games like Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, or fuck it, even Fortnite events, dude, I said it! I'm aware they have Best Ongoing Game, which Cyberpunk won last year due to the 2.0 update and the Phantom Liberty DLC, and this definitely feels like a case where Shadow of the Erdtree would fit perfectly here, but it didn't even get nominated for that, what the fuck? It got nominated for Best RPG, Best Art and Game Direction, but not Best Ongoing Game when it's quite literally a DLC that makes the game on go. That was dumb, y'all, my bad. Anyways, this whole shit just feels so weird to me. I mean, they're making me slander one of the highest rated releases of the year, all because they have these weird-ass rules and technicalities involved. I mean, remember when Dave the Diver won Best Indie Game despite being developed by a studio with a billion-dollar corporation behind them, dude? The Game Awards have always been a little odd to me, I'm not gonna lie, and in recent years, it feels more like an advertisement fest mixed with some disrespectfully short speeches for the winners. Jeff Keighley is always in some sort of controversy nowadays, and a lot of people believe he's a shill taking PlayStation bucks under the table and such, but I don't really want to get into all that. I just believe the show's structure is flawed. So if we're going based off Metacritic, they have Metaphor ReFantazio, Shadow of the Erdtree, and Astrobot all tied at a 94 overall score. So it appears that these 3 would be the biggest frontrunners, but I would not be surprised if Final Fantasy VII Rebirth sniped that bitch. One of the things that genuinely upsets me is Silent Hill 2 Remake not getting a nod here. I mean, I personally would put that over Black Myth Wukong, especially with that game's technical problems, just being real. A lot of Elden Ring fans are here to defend this game as the easy Game of the Year pick, but I truly believe you just have to play more video games if you believe that. I just think having a DLC win would be super unfair to the other games nominated because it would mean Elden Ring gets 2 Game of the Year awards while only really being deserving of 1. I like to believe the Game Awards could one day be something we all celebrate and have fun with, you know, but until shit like this gets ironed out, I don't see how that can be the case. Once again, Shadow of the Erdtree is great, fantastic, but it is just simply more of the original game. I mean, as much as I loved Cyberpunk 2077's Phantom Liberty, if that would have won Game of the Year over Baldur's Gate 3 last year, I would have rushed the stage like that kid did one time talking about Bill Clinton or some shit, dude.
I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
Also, I am aware they have always reiterated the fact that remakes, remasters, and DLCs have always counted towards Game of the Year, right? But as far as I'm aware, this is the first time it's actually had a very significant chance of winning. Not only Game of the Year, but it should easily just pick up more wins in the art/game direction spot if it's gonna win Game of the Year, right? Right? I mean, why is it not in the best action-adventure category while we at it? I mean, fuck. Let me chill out, I'm getting worked up, it ain't that serious, y'all. But yeah, I just think the whole entire situation is hilarious. And as far as the other categories go, I think they did a really great job with the nominees. Except for the fact that Jack the Ripper isn't in the running for Best Content Creator. I mean, what the fuck else I gotta do, y'all? Damn. But yeah, I really just had to hop on here and rant about this idiocy that the Game Awards is going through with. But I suppose we really just have to wait and see if it genuinely does win. Because I admit this is a very premature rant, and perhaps we just see something like Balatro win or some shit. I just don't see a world where Jeff Keighley doesn't rub From Software's feet one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. But yeah, what are y'all thinking about this? I mean, I can slightly see an argument where you say, hey, if it's just more Elden Ring and that one Game of the Year, then why can't this? I just truly feel if you have to own one game to play this one, then it can't win Game of the Year. Does that make any sense? I don't know. But yes, cuties, talk to me down below because I love a good gaming discussion, bro. That's really all I got for y'all, though. We'll just have to see how it all plays out next month and the hellfire that will ensue regardless of what is picked. Thank you guys for the love on my mouthwashing vidya. That game low-key should have been nominated for something, I ain't gonna lie. And also, thank you guys for 940 subscriblets. We almost at 1,000, y'all. I gotta bake us a cake or some shit when that happens. Ooh. But yeah, drop a Jeff Keighley picture on the like button. Perhaps wrap it up on a subscribe. And I love you guys. Bye.